Now that we figured out that we're talking too much, now it's time for us to get together and decide how we're going to actually gain agreement with these customers and make sure we get more yeses than nos. So let's go. And we can debate all day whether the best weed eater is Ryobi, Steel, Echo, Cub Cadet, or Hustler. But we all know the only thing that matters is getting customers. So I did some research on what some of the most successful lawn care guys out there are doing. And as always, I'm here to share it with you. So let's talk about the process they always use to get quality customers and to keep those quality customers always coming back. The first step you're going to take is your introduction. How are you greeting your customers? Are you greeting them with a smile? Are you having a pleasant attitude like you're ready to help? I mean, how many times have you been out in public and someone smiled at you? You couldn't even been in a bad mood, and your automatic response is to smile back. You're going to give them the name of your business and tell them you're the owner and operator. Now, you can have the best smile in the world, but if you don't follow step 2, you will lose a potential client immediately. Step 2 is where you're going to build value in your business by listening. Now, if they haven't mentioned it by this point, there's one important question that you need to ask the potential client before you move forward. And that is, what did the last guy do? Obviously, there's a problem. There's a reason why the last guy is not there anymore and they're looking for new service. So it's important that you ask this question at this time before we move on to step 3. I mean, it could be as simple as a client not wanting to have a zero turn in their yard. Maybe they had a bad experience about somebody breaking a window or something. So it's always a good idea to know what the last guy did. I've been asked plenty of times by other new lawn care providers, how do you know if a client is going to pay you or if you're going to have issues with a client, which is one of the biggest problems you're going to go through when you first start your lawn care business. This is the step that you're going to find out whether or not this is the customer you want to do business with or not. If you use this process in the very beginning, you're going to save yourself some time and energy from cutting a lot of free yards, which is something I did when I first started. I had used this process and it never happened. Now, I know a lot of guys like to bill in advance, but that kind of puts the wrong tone on the situation from the get-go, thinking that you're going to get paid for work that you haven't done. We're in the service industry, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to require, if they're going to do business with you, quality customers, that you build them after your service is done. But again, it's your business, you have the choice, but this step will help you eliminate having to go through all those issues, even when it's a situation where the weather prevents you from showing up and you've automatically billed a customer. So again, there's different ways you can approach it, but I found that this was the best way, and I also found that this is the way that the pros go. So let's go. Now I'm about to give you an example of some of the answers I received when I inquired Now, the most common response that I've been given, believe it or not, is that the lawn care guy says I owe him money. Guys, if the lawn care guy says they owe them money, they owe them money. It's the same situation that goes on, the same reason why they switch from any other service provider, and 9 times out of 10 it's going to be an issue with money. And if they had an issue with money with the last guy, they're going to have an issue with you. So we're in this business to make money. This is the time where you decide that this client is not for you. I know it may seem like, hey, I can get it, I can change them and impress them and turn this into a real client. But guys, 1, those clients don't like to pay you what you're worth. 2, they're not going to pay you on time. 3, they're going to want to skip weeks. 4, you don't have time to be chasing your money. You're a new lawn care business, and this is one thing that will destroy your business before you even started. So I strongly advise, when you see this one coming, go the other way. Don't make the same mistake I did. Now, step 3 is where you decided to move forward with the customer and offer a solution based on steps 1 and 2 specifically. If a client says no zero turn in their yard, then guess what? We're going to offer them a solution that involves a push mower. This gives us the opportunity to upsell. Now that we're push mower, we can charge a little bit more. Now, if you follow steps 2 and 3 correctly, step 4 is easy as it comes. All you're going to do at this point is repeat back to the customer all the pain points that they mentioned with the last guy. If the last guy didn't show up on time, you're going to guarantee him that you're going to show up at the day that they require that you show up. Otherwise, you're going to stay in constant communication with them and let them know what's going on. You're just not going to ghost them on their service. Now that we gained agreement with this new potential client and we have a service date set up and we're ready to service this customer, the job is not done. This is the time where if you really want to level up your lawn care business, you're going to ask for referrals. The simple way to ask for referrals is simply by repeating to the customer, hey, I've offered you service and given you value in what I've offered. Do you know anyone who would like the same value in their lawn care service that I've provided you with today? And you give them 3 business cards, hand them these business cards and tell them to reach out to them.